gathering of business, political, academic and other leaders from around the world focused on the world's issues, particularly on the economic front. The World Economic Forum from Davos in Switzerland came to an end this weekend with 45 national leaders and hundreds of CEOs. It was one of the biggest ever. South Africa sent quite a delegation, I've got to tell you, and among them was the Minister of Trade and Industry, Rob Davies. He's back and he joins me now from our Cape Town studio just to tell us what happened. Minister, thank you very much for joining us and welcome to the programme.
Good morning, Phil. Good morning to the listeners. Thank you very much.
All right, so South Africa sent quite a delegation to Davos, 9 ministers and 126 representatives. Very important then. What was your mission?
Well, we go to Davos because it's an opportunity to catch up on thinking about the state of the world economy. And also an opportunity to engage with a number of CEOs, leaders of business organizations. And so it's a very, very big gathering. And in fact, we find ourselves engaging only with a portion of it. So myself, I was engaged in the sessions on manufacturing, on trade, but also had an opportunity to meet with quite a number of business leaders involved in South Africa or considering becoming involved in South Africa.
So would you say that your mission was successful?
Well, I think that it was indeed. I mean, we've been going for quite a number of years now. And one of the features of this year was we had a very intense and I think frank discussion between ourselves and the business component of the delegation. We all, I think, went along with a common mission, which was to project the positive image of South Africa as a key player in the African continent as a huge growth opportunity. And I think that in most respects, we succeeded.
What were some of the concerns that the international community raised with regards to South Africa that you probably had to try and allay?
Well, I think that, quite a lot of the things which we bash our heads about locally didn't feature that strongly. Against everything that's been going on in South Africa, against the climate of Marikana and things like that, I didn't find that many business people were raising those matters. We have a common challenge in the world economy. I think that's something which is very, very obvious and evident, and quite often quite good for us to see that we're in the same boat as much of the rest of the world. We have a common challenge to promote labor-absorbing growth and particularly to address youth unemployment. That's a common challenge across the world. Growth that's taking place, very, very fragile growth, but the growth that's taking place in most parts of the world is not generating sufficient employment. So we have that challenge in South Africa, but that challenge is a common global challenge. But the African story, I think, is beginning to be well understood. And South Africa is well recognized as having a pivotal place in the African continent. So yes, we're a country that's got challenges, but I think that, for example, the fact that we had a successful Congress of the ruling party, that we, through that Congress, took decisions which resulted in a degree of economic policy certainty, that was appreciated among a number of the people that we spoke to.
All right. So that being said then, do you think we'll see a bit of investment and trade coming our way as a result this year?
Well, I think the thing is we need to distinguish between foreign direct investment and portfolio investment. I think portfolio investment is hot money running around the world, seeking quick opportunities, investing in shares here and getting out as quickly as it comes in. But that's not the foreign investment that we're really targeting. Foreign direct investment is investment which is in bricks and mortar projects, particularly projects of a value-added nature. And all the companies that I was engaged in were considering extending their role in South Africa. And the pipeline of foreign direct investment projects, which goes through the Trade and Investment South Africa division of the DTI, has held up. There are quite a number of exciting prospects along the way.
All right, and that's where we'll have to leave it, Minister. But let's be optimistic and hope that it's going to be a good year for us. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on the programme.
Thank you.
All right, so that was the Minister of Trade and Industry, Rob Davies, talking to us from Cape Town.